Hello, welcome to my house, welcome to my channel. I'm Cepeda from Mexico and I'm very happy to have all of you here. Today we have an incredible video and an incredible tutorial. Look, I found this. You don't have to wait until Monday or until the 1st of January to start the real change. But when we change of season, it gives you the opportunity to make something different. It motivates you and it invites you to make something different and to create and crochet different pieces like this one. So now that we are getting ready for the summer, we have to be prepared and we have to take advantage of this and to use bright colors and different materials like light materials like this one. As you could see, I have started making new projects with this new material. This material is Diva, it's new, it's with silky effect, it's with very good quality and I love the colors and the combination that this material has. So I invite you to start this change and give the welcome of this new season, of this hot season, the summer season. So this can be a beach cover up and you can use it too with a top under and you will look beautiful too. I'm sure you will love it and I'm sure you will love to use this new material. You will be enchanted with the quality and how it feels. So let's start making this change. Let's start accepting this new season and let's start making new things. I know that in some countries it's still cold and it's vice versa. We are giving the welcome to the summer and you are giving the welcome to another kind of station. So I'm going to alternate the tutorials in making winter garments and summer garments. So I will give you the material list to start right away. Well, for this garment we are going to need 400 grams or 4 skein of yarn of Diva Alice. This material is like super fine because we are going to need a hook of number 3 millimeters. At the end, I will share the address and the phone numbers when you can get all of this material. So let's start. Well, so I get ahead and I made 200 chains to the width of your shoulders. So I'm going to slip one to close and then we are going to make one row of single crochet. Remember, if you make 200 chains, you are going to make 200 single crochet. I know it's a little boring to count 200 single crochet, but I'm telling you it's very important to have the exact number of chains and exact number of single crochet because at the end our garment will look distorted. We are always going to take the below part of the chain, this part, okay, to make the single crochet. Let's continue making this row very carefully and slowly. So let's continue and see you when I finish. Now we are going to start making rib stitch. So we are going to take the chain like this, taking the below part, as you can see here. So we are going to continue like this until we have 4 rows of rib stitch. Okay, here I finish and I'm going to count the rows. Here I have 4. Then I'm going to slip one to close and I'm going to make 14 chains. We are going to crochet loose, okay? So here I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Then you are going to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and in the 6th stitch you are going to make single crochet and again 14 chains and we are going to jump 5 stitches and in the 6th we are going to make single crochet like this the whole row. Well, here I finished the row and now I'm going to slip 3 times like this then chain 3. Now we are going to make one extended double crochet in each chain. 3, 4, and 5. Chain 3, and again we are going to make 5 extended double crochet. I will do it slowly so you can see how it is. And now in the next wave we are going to jump 3 stitches and we are going to repeat the same. 5 extended double crochet, then chain 3 and 5 extended double crochet. We're going to continue like this the whole row. At the end of the row we are going to slip 1 to close. And then we are going to slip 1 stitch until the center of the next 3 chains that we left, remember? Make 14 chains and we are going to insert the hook into the end of the wave where we left the 3 chains, remember? Here, well, we are going to continue like this the whole row. Well, I finished the row. Now slip 1 to close and then we are going to slip 3 times like we made before, remember? We are going to start the rows of the extended double crochet. Remember that we have to make 5 extended double crochet, then chain 3 and again 5 extended double crochet, and then we are going to make the same with the next wave. We are going to continue like this, making 1 row of extended double crochet, 1 row of waves until we have the length of the garment that we want, okay? So I'm going to continue and I'm going to stop until I have to divide the armhole. So far it has to look like this, and I wanted to show you before I continue. I made 1, 2, 3 and I'm going to start the 6th row. I'm going to make these 6 rows and 7 more. I think from here I'm going to divide the armhole, but I don't know. Now that I think that I'm going to wait and I'm going to make 1 row more to divide the armhole from here and then continue making the body. Well, or no, now that I'm seeing so far, I think I'm going to make 2 more rows to divide the armhole. Remember, if you want to make this garment for a bigger size, you should add more rows and you should try and fit in yourself to see if you like it or not. From here, you are going to add more chains here, some waves to make for a bigger side, but I will teach you later how we are going to make it. Well, at the end I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 rows. And now I'm going to make the armhole. Look, here is the thread of the yarn and here I finished. So from here to the left we are going to divide the armhole because we need that this thread be in this part, in this position, to continue crocheting like this. Well, here I get ahead and I divide 1, 2 and 3 waves, but I'm thinking that maybe I should move my marker here and we will have 1, 2 and a half. You may think that the armhole looks small, but at the end we are going to add chains here to create volume in the body, okay? So don't worry. Now for the other part, we are going to match the stitch like this through all the garment. For example, I'm going to move this because I didn't have exactly the 2.5 that I wanted. So here is where I'm going to place the marker. Well, I'm going to check it. Here I have 1, 2, and here I place the marker, and the same here. Okay, now this will be the right side for our front side, okay? So I'm going to continue like this. If you feel that your armhole is small, well, you should move your marker and add one wave more, but it's up to you. I'm going to check with my mannequin and I'm going to tell you if I see that the armhole is small. Okay, with the thread that we left here, we are going to continue making the same stitch that we were making before. Remember? So we are going to slip one and continue here. If you are a small size, you are going to crochet like this, you are going to join. But if not, if you want to make a bigger size, you should make 14 chains here to open this a little bit and make it bigger. Well, for now I'm going to check if I'm going to close here or not. I'm going to see if my armhole is small. Well, I'm going to check it and look how beautiful it is. Remember, this garment, it's under the shoulder, so you can wear it like this. If you don't want, you can reduce chains, okay? So look, if you want to make a bigger size, you should add more rows. But look, here I think my armhole is perfect, but I'm going to make sure that it will fit to all my models. So I'm going to add 14 chains as I told you. And then I'm going to continue making the same stitch until obtain the length that I want, okay? Well, I'm going to make the first row and I'm going to stop to show you how this is going, okay? So let's continue. Well, I'm going to teach you, okay? So here is slip 1 until where is the marker, and from here I'm going to make 14 chains. And insert here. Well, this will open our armhole a little bit and it will be perfect. So remember that you have to make the same in the other armhole. We are going to continue crocheting with the stitch that we were making before, okay? Look what I made. I made a mistake. I continued crocheting to the sleeve and I was supposed not to. I was supposed to continue to the body. So I'm going to undo all of this, and from here I'm going to start just crocheting in the body. I wanted to share this mistake and this tip because I know that many of you happened. So let's pay attention and remember that we have to continue making this just in the body, okay? So let's continue. Well, so far it has to look like this. Look, here I have my sleeve. I'm not going to remove the markers so you can see how it looks. Well, at the end I made 23 waves. I think it's a bigger size. I don't think it's a small size. At the end I made a medium size, I guess. But well, I'm going to continue making this. So I'm going to make more rows with this stitch. And remember to leave enough material because at the end I'm going to teach you how we are going to make the sleeve, and also we are going to make some rows at the end for the end of this garment, okay? So let's continue and remember to leave enough material. Well, look how beautiful it looks. Look all the colors. At the end I made 7 rows, and here I'm going to start the 8. From here I'm going to start the rivet stitch, but you can make more rows if you want. I'm going to make a little bit shorter and not too much larger in between. So remember, if you want, you can add more rows. Well, from here I'm going to make the rivet stitch. Well, I get ahead and I already make the rivet stitch rows. And look, here it is. First, I'm going to teach you how we are going to make this sash of rivet stitch, and then I'm going to teach you how we are going to join this part with this garment. Well, with one thread of the yarn that we were using, we are going to make 12 chains. Remember that the first one we are not going to count, so from here I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Chain 1, and then we are going to come back to the second chain and we are going to make 12 single crochet. We are going to make this part a little bit tight, okay? Well, here I have 12. We'll now turn around, and here at the first stitch you are going to take both parts of the chain, like this. And remember, we are going to make 12 like this one, only taking the behind part of the chain. This means previous stitch, okay? So remember, we are going to have 12. Here I have 12. Remember, the first and the last stitch, we are going to take both parts of the chain. And again, turn around, and remember, here we are going to start with the first stitch and we are going to take both parts of the chain. Well, we are going to continue like this until we have a long sash. It will be until the width of our hip, okay? And we are going to make the same for the sleeves. Look, here I get ahead, and this will be the sash for my hip. And for example, if for the sleeves you are going to measure whenever you want your sleeve. For example, if you want a 3/4 sleeve, you can make it here to the width of your cuff, okay? Well, I'm going to fold exactly to the half, and I'm going to use this to measure it, and from here to here it measures 38 centimeters or approximately 15 inches. Remember that if you are making this blouse for a bigger size, you should add more rows. But well, once you finish your sash, we are going to join to the garment. I suggest that before you join this part to the garment, you should fit in to see if you feel comfortable with the sash this long or not. You should add more rows, okay? But with the same hook that we were using and with the same yarn. But first we are going to close this sash and we are going to count, because I barely see. Well, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think this is a 12, so I'm going to insert the hook here, and I'm going to take one stitch from here and one from here. Okay, then we are going to make the second one, and we are going to continue like this until we finish the 12 stitches, okay? Well, here we are going to make one single crochet. Well, I'm going to repeat it because I did it wrong. Okay, so I'm going to do it so you can see how it is. Okay, so let's continue like this until we finish this to close this sash, okay? Well, look, here I finished, and then I'm going to cut here. make one chain here at the end, and I'm going to make a knot with this both threads, taking these both threads. Okay, and like this, and here it is. Here is the sash of the bottom of our blouse. Okay, fold the sash exactly to the half and use one marker to point it out. It's very important that you should have this kind of markers because it will give you an idea where you are going to place your stitch. Okay, well then take the fourth part of the sash and use a marker too. And with this we will distribute the waves of our garment, okay? Well, here I'm going to use another marker. And well, here is the blouse. Well, I made 23 waves and 23 divided into 4, so I will distribute like this, 5 and 6 in the others, okay? Well, now take the thread, this one, remember the same yarn that you were using, and here where is the marker. Well, but first I'm going to finish this row, the last row. So I'm going to slip one, remember, until here, and then I'm going to chain 3 and make 5 extended double crochet. So here I have the second one. Remember, in each chain, 3, 4, and 5. And you remember that in this part we used to make 3 chains. Well, we are going to chain 1 only, and we are going to join. If you want, you can yarn here where is the pleat. Insert the hook here, then grab your yarn and make 1 chain more. I'm having difficulties here. Well, here make 1 chain, and then we are going to continue here making the waves, the next 5 extended double crochet. I counted the pleats that I have here because I have to distribute 6 waves here, so I realized that I have to put each 4th pleats 1 wave. Look, here I finished 1 wave and I'm already make it, and now I'm making the second one. I already made 1 chain, and now I will count 4, and here is where I will insert into this wave, and look like this. I'm going to join it, and then I'm going to continue here making the next 5 extended double crochet, and like this each 4 pleats. Remember that you have to count and distribute equally and exactly to your garment has to look good, so you have to be careful, and you have to count, and you have to calculate and distribute them correctly. Well, we are going to continue like this until we finish to join the strap, okay? Look, so far it has to look like this. Well, we are going to continue, remember, to distribute them correctly. Well, here I finished to join the sash, and at the end I leave 5 and then 4 because I started to see that I didn't have plenty of space, but well, it looked good. At the end I pinned off and I hide all the threads, and look, here I'm going to make the sleeve. Look, here I get ahead and I made this sleeve, but I feel that it's very small, so I think I'm going to add more weight. For example, I always calculate the size and the width of the sleeve with this part of the project, but well, here as I see that it was small, I'm going to add 8. So I'm going to distribute 8 waves here. For example, here I'm going to make another one, and then I have 5, 6, and here I think I'm going to place 7 and 8. So you have to see and calculate where exactly how you are going to distribute. Remember, we have to distribute 8 because here I put 7 and it looks small. So I remember you have to make also your sash for your sleeve. Now I will teach you how. Well, look, here I have distributed all of this, and now it's missing one. So I'm going to make this chain, 14 chains, remember? And I'm going to insert the chains here. And look, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, once we distribute, let's continue. Well, we are going to continue using the same stitch that we made before, okay? You are going to make as many rows as you want until obtain the length that you want. And remember that the last row has to be of chains, okay? Because from here we are going to join the sash that we made for the bottom, remember? So you have to take that into account. Well, at the end I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 rows. I borrowed this blouse to my sister and she told me that she liked more without the sash. So it's up to you. If you want, you can make the sash or you can leave it like that, okay? I think it will look good, but like I'm making this blouse for her, I have to respect what she told me. So I will leave it like that. Remember that this sleeve is 3/4, so if you want, you can make it longer and add more rows. Well, this is it. What do you think? I love the bright colors and I love how it looks. Well, what do you think? Hope you make this video with me. It's a long blouse or a smock, so it's perfect for this season. Remember, as I told you at the beginning, we have to take risks and we have to give the welcome to new things and, of course, this new season. The perfect materials that are so beautiful and that you can use it to create these summer projects. You can visit the online store when you can get all of these materials. Many of you ask me where you can get them because sometimes it's difficult to buy and to find the same materials that are perfect for your garments, and especially in this kind of seasons that are so difficult to buy the yarns of good quality that are fresh and that are beautiful. So I invite you to visit our online store www.lauracepeda.es, and remember, if you are close to Spain or you live around Europe, you can visit our warehouses in Madrid, Móstoles, Spain. Here I will leave the address when you can get the materials and you can visit us. Well, also I want to invite all of you to subscribe to the channel. This channel has been open like 6 months ago. It's Laura Cepeda English channel. Remember that this is my secondary channel. I have my channel in Spanish, Laura Cepeda, where I started like 4 years ago, and now because of you I opened this channel. So remember to subscribe. This channel is made with a lot of love, and I hope that you have enjoyed. Well, if you like this video, give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe, leave all your comments, share, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!